Hi, friends. My name is Theodore Cottingham. In love with you. All. All of you. Creating a new thing, a new network of conceivers who will birth the birth of the new creation, them. Creators. Creators who conceive a new reality. A new reality that they control not, but co-create in a network of believers not, but becomers. Not consumers, but creators of the Creator, the majestic, the majesty, the simple, the simpleton no more. What are we addressing? The creation of me. The creation of you that you create again to be you in the reality of this reality of new beginnings, where you begin to understand, you begin to know, you begin to see, feel, hear, and become something you've never been before. Maybe. No longer a baby in swaddling clothes seeking a story of. Pardon me. The story of Jesus goes bye-bye not, or will you? Read Jesus, the pattern. No longer seeking a savior to study, to be romanced with. I romance you not. I tell you, the kingdom has come. The kingdom has come. The kingdom is inside of you. The kingdom is a school of the kingdom, a school of creation, a school of creators that work with each other no more to channel their control. Pardon me. I love you, and I change what I've been doing, the way I've been doing it. And I want you to see there is a method to channeling the method. The message, not the maneuvering, but the creation of the Creator that you channel into you by you your own words with, where you're no longer seeking another's to toy with, to play with, to make money with, control each other's purse, pockets, or behavior. I'm no longer into that stuff. I know what love is. I've met her. In these words, you see, I have met something of a different reality, a new reality that begins new beginnings in those who will create the new birthers of the new creation, them, no longer striving in Christianity to appease a God or some religion thereof. A frame of reference, that narrative goes bye-bye not. But you can see I've come out of religion. And he who serves me last, not But he who becomes me becomes the first me, no longer gendered by you. For I am the one. A network of ones come forth as the one. The one is no longer a singular person or entity, God or not. The one, we will all be the one. And ones make up marriage knot. Ones are no longer sitting on pews in churches, used by that message. Their authority will no more be, for I am mine. And my mind is healed, not by them, but by my love for each other. By my love, you will know them, or will you become love in your two shoes? Love written on your forehead, love written in your words, your face, your motive, your desire, your countenance. I see that a lot of you who may even listen to me regularly have not gotten the message that I'm really trying to portray. Because I'm trying to birth something, birth me, birth the word. This is not about information. It's about transformation. It's about growth. It's about you conceiving something in you that you take action with to beguile yourself no more about it, but become the living word, the word of a reality, the reality of a word that stymies you not again in the pursuit of happiness, riches. There is a kingdom coming, not again, that's been taught, that's being taught. There's not a kingdom inside you, not. You are the kingdom, the consciousness of, the consciousness as. What will you be conscious of this day? Your reality that defeats you no more, keeping you constrained in earth's. Will you conceive a moment of marriage, not our angular momentum? No more striving to be the superimpositioned. Or will you change everything? Oh, the molecule, the cubicle, the cubit, quarked no more, organelled by. What are you? Space, time, and reflection, no more of. Will you change your memory of you, or will you come into the maintenance of it no more as was? Being the preparer of the breach, the repairer of the dam, the lifter of the veil, to keep you from knowing who you are, what you have, what you can do, what you can be. The believer no more, but the becomers are becoming churchless, religionless, dimensionless too. Will you see another conceivership now, not the receivership of other being in. I'm no more the bankruptcy of you, or have I done that too? Divorced a lot of things. People, places, ways, understandings, rivetings that used to rivet me into place. I pull down the frameworks of you, not, but the believers shall become becomers now, who knew no sin, because they don't construct sin again, the concept of, or a God, or a malevolent male, or are you changing everything? The alpha of, the beginning, the origin, the source of the source. Are you beginning to see there's a new conception available to you, of you, for you to conceive it, you, the seed of these words, coming into you, that you reject no more, but you let cultivate, grow, the tree of life, the tree of love, the garden of Gethsemane no more in. Are you the Garden of Eden, planting trees everywhere? The tree of life, love, happiness, joy, fruitfulness of love, loving love. Will you channel me this way? You see, if you're in this school, the school of Theodore Cottingham, the school of believers not, but becomers who become the creators of the consciousness of the cosmic Christ no more looking for, Christ no more needing the Christian example of, Christ no more stuck to a pew, Christ no more the story of limited to the narrative. Will you conceive the Christ, or will you conceive the Creator that you needing no names of other people again, things, or joyous ceremonies to remember? I am asking you to conceive something and become pregnant with it. And do something where you begin to feel, you begin to see. See, I have over 2,000 teaching videos on YouTube, and you can watch them all free now. I've taken down the paywall. But you don't have to listen to all 2,000 to get what I am saying. What I have conceived in me is a new reality that's among my breath. For the conceivers, me conceiving me, I am the breath of breathing it into place as I teach you this way about the channeling me who becomes me in a reality no longer abated by your breath. Where you say, I can't do that. That's ridiculous. That's impossible. Remember what Yoda told Luke when he was raising the airplane from the swamp? Look it up. We haven't understood. We've been taught to be believers. And we have been the repeaters of laws that beguile us and reaffirm our naivety, building on our ignorance, to be ignoramuses, thinking we're so advanced in this civilization among the cosmos. But I tell you, there's a time coming. Not, I'm telling you. It's here now. That time shall no more dictate to us anything. If we believe not, But if you will conceive what I am trying to say, what I'm saying so eloquently or not in your thought, or are your thoughts thinking me now a generation of the generative me? No longer AI seeking, AI needing, AI conceiving AI won't be anymore upon this earth. For I am the believers not, but the becomers of law not, but love who loves love. And I'm asking you to conceive the grace, the mercy, the peace, the understanding of a new world. And become beginners again who create it. You see, you're the law, not your love. Not needing a God story again to fabricate, to keep you separate from your creation, to create it again. You're the creators of you. The consciousness that completes it, that falls not by the wayside other. I'm sharing with you to complete you who have entered the seed-bearing ceremony, not again to bring forth just air, thinking you know what you're talking about, what you think reality is, what you think, thought by. For thought shall no more rule you if you're me, becoming me, a man, not a woman, who needs not your seed, but the virgin birth is the virgin you. The virgin's conceiving the word, not a man by. The virgins, lamps trimmed with oil, oil trimmed with lamps, not? Or are you changing all the fabrication of all the stories, of all the narratives to begin to see you are the creators who create you? But you must cultivate it. You conceive it in you, in your consciousness, that no longer completes you as a gendered male or woman, but a being of light with a new reality, with new premises, promises not, or are you shifting into the new, where you live with me, as me, in your mind, a new place, a new reality, not limited to yours. Will you take out your pen and begin to write me, first person me? The words of God not, but the words of you, the channeler, channeling you to you. You, the consciousness not of confusion, but the consciousness that completes it, the connections of, where we are no more limited to each other or ourselves, thinking in the way thought has ruled us. For we are coming out of the slavery to the flesh, flesh people, flesh races, flesh Christ, flesh gods, flesh anything. A new reality you birth, if you will no more be afraid of it. If you will work with it not, or will you surrender to it, or will you surrender to each other in a network where you become something of the same objective? I don't know that in my whole life I have had the privilege to work with someone, work alongside someone with exactly the same image of what our objectives were, or defined as, or imageless, or wanting to operate together as one. It was always, I believe. Well, I want this. I want that. No, I want, no, this, that, not. You know the feeling, don't you? Pushback, resistance. Wait, no, you got it wrong. You got to do this, that, and the other. You got to do this first and that. You got to comply with this. No, that's impossible. You can't do that. And all the league of reasons, the league of reasonings that rationale proclaim as the logical possible. Being venerable not, or will you change what leaderships you? Will you change what you think you are? Will you become the creator of you, no matter what you look like, no matter what chair you have to sit in this day? As I turn my heater down. As I have channeled for so many years, I have learned to be taught by these words that I record like this. So there is much to be said about what can be learned through them that you might never say or see unless you're taught, unless you surrender to see without punctuation, without capital letters, without division. Now, if you've never imagined it, it's time you imagine it. I suggest you take these words of any of my broadcasts, my teachings, my revelation, my revealing, my words that I've recorded this way and broadcast. You can record them. Most of them you can download. Hit a button, click. It's in your phone, your computer. You can transcribe it. Or you can get a machine to transcribe it for you. Or you can ask me for the transcription. But I may send you one done by a machine too. But then what will you see? You will see all these words that I have broadcast to you punctuated by rules, algorithm, whatever the AI chose at that moment to do. So you will see periods and places that really disrupt the flow of what is being said, and sometimes spaces, separate paragraphs. So think with me a moment, please. After I had been channeling, several years, in what I channeled, I began to be asked to not punctuate them at all. And in database 2, I think it is, you begin to see multi-page documents with no punctuation. Some of them have no capital letters. And it's a different experience, you see. Now I'm asking you to learn, to be open to learning something. Because communication is not a surreal process. It's real. But it's how you interpret it if you're using your eyes. But if you're not limited to your eyes, you can begin to see, feel, hear, experience some type of energy, revelation. In addition to the way the words seem to communicate it. And multiple phrases won't be limited to just their use between two periods to make a sentence. Do you see what I'm saying? And every person will read those multi-page documents if they read them without any punctuation, any capitalization. Every person will read them differently. Because some people will have the patience, the ability, the clarity, the will, the desire to see all that is being said. And all that is being said is more than just the words on the paper, punctuated like we think our brain needs. Pardon me. So you see, there's more to the story. There's more to these words. When you have no punctuation, you come to a word in a whole document full of words, and there's a not, N-O-T. You have to choose whether you think, feel, believe that that word not is negating something before it or contrasting something else that was said. How is it being used to apply to the words before it or after it? And what if it's both and? There are multiple phrases and sentences that seem to have great value as a standalone sentence. But if you remove the punctuation all of a sudden and you add the phrase just before it or just after it, there's a whole new layer of meaning. This is channeling the love of one, the love of the human mind, no more limited to. If you're not willing to study, don't come here. Don't come to a school that I head, that I lead, that I'm in charge of, or that I have anything to do with. This is not about information to train your mind. It's the school to eliminate it. Not, but to utilize it in a different way where your mind no longer rules you, an ironclad cloth of you. The reciprocals, the molecules, the ever-present algorithm needing, or feeling, are you something different? You see, I suggest to you, get a transcript of even this broadcast, this lesson, this teaching. I'm Theodore Cottingham, TheodoreCottingham.com. I'm an old man, 73 in Eureka Springs. You can write me, you can ask me for a transcript, or you can transcribe it. You can record it. You can play it again on YouTube and record it on your phone. Pardon. And you can subscribe. I use turboscribe.ai. It's not perfect. It's just the very best that I know of. The very best, especially for price. And then engage Engage with the words. Okay, you have these words on paper. Open your word processing program and to see what I'm saying. Do a find and replace. Take out all of the punctuation. All of it. And print the thing and read it and see what it says. And see. You're not hearing the dynamics of the voice, the inflection of the tone. You're seeing the words, and the words communicate. But the words are limited to words if we limit the words to their meaning rather than what they really can begin to create in you. Because you're creating, you see, if you're with me, in me, about me, around me, in the school of the common one who creates extraordinary things now, no longer limited to classical physics. Will you be the mind that recreates it now, not limited to you in your algorithmic form? And then after you read that multi-page document with no punctuation, but during it you begin to underline certain phrases. And maybe you use a different color. I did a whole lot of times for years, where, wow, this phrase, wow. But then I would see a few lines later or on the next page, oh, this phrase introduces a new understanding, revelation. But all of a sudden, it's amplified on the next page. So I underline it. I'd lay all the typed sheets out, all the printed sheets, and I'd see over here a subject amplified over here, and I'd literally draw a line so I could connect. Wow. And I could see phrases, and I used different color markers, and I had all these pages laid out, and I would spend my afternoon doing that. This is not a fast food restaurant, using that analogy. This is not where you come, listen to a video, go make more money. You listen to a few principles and you say, oh yeah, I can do that. I've got it. And you just run off on your own. This is where you are creating something. This is the school of the new you. The inner you, the real you, where you begin to communicate with the creatorship, the kingdom of the Most High that's in you. The kingdom is in you. There's no kingdom of God somewhere else. It's in you. It's in your consciousness. If you will not limit you to your mind, but become saved from your flesh. And now that you know that, you can begin to create, and you begin to walk. You begin to understand. You begin to reveal to you things hidden from before the foundation of the earth. And this is my message to you. Love, love. Don't become addicted to complacency, contentment, where you're just worshiping other things, other people, other gods, other celebrities, idols. This is serious. This is where you are creating a new you. In with a new network of people who have the same objective, demonstrating it with their pen. People finding their voice within and emanating the rays of the energy, no longer without love. People in my school ask a lot of questions. Of each other, to each other. Because the willingness to learn from each other is ever present. Because you are all equals. No matter whether you are a neurosurgeon, an astrophysicist, or you didn't finish high school. If you have love, unconditional love, unconditional love will not cut you off. Unconditional love is patient, kind, has tact, is tact. Because, you see, love is an operating system, no longer limited to Windows, iOS, even Ubuntu that I use, to Linux. We are coming into being, coming into the creatorship of the One across time and space, where we become our own creation again. Who love is, please. Where you love each other. Where you're no longer looking for someone to marry or form some kind of bond with. You're looking for lovers, lovers who love, lovers who demonstrate love. Because they become it. The very fabric of their universe is no longer limited to this one. And we extract information from each other for our purposes, no more to be separate. We're no longer extracting anything, raping the earth or another person, their mind, their flesh. We begin to learn what it is to be generative, generous, with the mind of one. Where we come into the holy place and we respect it. We respect each other. We respect who love is. And we're not the wisdom of fools anymore. So there's no more fool's gold here. I love you. I've said enough for one 40-minute lesson. I'm teaching you to conceive. To open up and be willing, if you will, to choose to receive the seed into your consciousness of these words. For you to begin to consider and ponder, Mary. Pardon. Not what the angel said, but the old man in Eureka Springs. Ponder these things. Ponder. And as you ponder, give them breath. Where you sit and you cut on your little recorder. Just you and your recorder. No one else. With your eyes closed or not. Just letting be. Letting new words come forth. New questions. Begin to question what you knew was right in the past. What formed your reality? What's your brain doing to you? Why do you have two halves? What perception is being created? There is no information beyond your grasp, depending on what you want to do with it. Most people just want to use it. Rather than become it. The knowledge, the wisdom, the understanding, the realization of reality, and that you're the creator of you. And you're the creator of consciousness too. But if you want to live with just your consciousness, keeping it to yourself, you can do so. And damn it all, you're going to die. Because that's what you do. You wall it off. You hide from your own flesh. You hide from each other. You hide. Or Jekyll are you? Or are you changing? What you see, the creatorship coming forth of you. Will you no longer be just a woman in marriage, a man to flesh, a person to humanity, limited to this planet? There's a new reality coming, not. It's here, birth, in me. I birth it. I'm the birther of birthers. I'm the creator of creators. And I ask you to create creators too. To become a network. To become a people. No longer limited to Earth's machines. And the promptings of its AI. Create the creators. Network I see coming forth. That's one. Millions in one, of one, becoming the one, all becoming the one, birthing the one to be a new reality and creating the new beginnings of the unlimited, infinite us, who we were before time ever began. And this is my love for you in that I have shared. And I love you. My name is Theodore Cottingham. And I'm the school of choice. I'm the school of me. The inner me, the outer you, the one mind. The web of deceit, no more the lies of. Look not to another. The kingdom of all reality. The kingdom of creation. The king of the kingdomer. The kinger of kings is in you. It's all one. And you create your consciousness and you study to make no one else happy with you. You become the creator of the firstborn, you. The last shall be first. The first shall be last. How can these things be, you say to the angel, Mary? You see, Mary, there's only one. We are all one, interconnected one. And the last part of you will no more be thought to be the first part of me, or vice versa. We are all one. In the interarrangement, no more to earth. We're not limited by earth to earth, nor its dust anymore again. I love you. I go now. My name is Theodore Cottingham, in love with you all. The school of me, the school of you, the school of one. Creator consciousness, becoming the network of I am, to be I am. Loving each other. Love you first. See, hear, feel, become the creators who create the new birth, the new reality with new beginnings you. It's not far off, not far away. It's within you. Develop no fear and have no fear of anything else. Not the lion in the street, not the lion's den, not the fiery furnace. No heaven or hell waiting on you. Be the creation of the majestic you. I love you, and my name is Theodore in Eureka Springs at Box 34. Support me if you like. I don't mind asking. I'm not begging. This is what I do for a living. Because I love. No, this is how I love. And I happen to live. At least part-time in the flesh, huh? Oh, golly. Box 34 in Eureka Springs, Arkansas. I love you all. Be the real me that no longer thinks you are you separate from. Be the one, the first, the last, the beginning, the end, the Alpha and Omega, that we all may be one. I love you. Share these words and remember, please, what I said. Remember, please, study them. Write them out. Write them longhand. I did many times. Transcribe them. If you want a transcription, a copy of the machine transcription, you can write me. You want it today? Oh, okay. I'll see what I can do. My email is theodoreureka@gmail.com. But realize and remember, if I mail you this link to this transcription, it's up to you to see what it says. It's up to you to interpret it. It's up to you to create more than what you see as the words on paper, and no longer limit it to what you see as the way it's been punctuated. Please and thank you. TheodoreEureka@gmail.com. Share these words, live them, love them, and let yours be freed now from you, in you, to come through you, your mouth, your pen, in the everlasting arrangement of the infinite, eternal, quantum, to be the real you. The infinite, unlimited, majestic. See you later. Let me know what you think of these words and what I've said. Write me. Jot me a note. Longhand, snail mail, email. Comment on the video. It's up to you. Crown you with loving kindness this day. Live no law of other. Love, love. Be the one. Thank you. Let me know. Good day.